know you already heard the miracle of feeding the 5,000, pero let's look at it again. In today's first reading, nagkaroon ng similar happening. There's a man who gave 20 loaves to Elisha, and Elisha said, "Give it to the people to eat." Nagtaka yung servant niya kasi diba 20 lang yung meron siya. So sabi niya, "How can I set this before 100 people?" But still Elisha said, "Give it to the people to eat. For thus says the Lord, they shall eat and there shall be some left over." Tunay nga, nakakain sila at may natira. Similar to today's gospel, there's also what seems to be a lack, but turned out to be a lot. Jesus and his disciples went up the mountain and maraming tao yung sumunod sa kanila. Taka si Philip kung paano papakainin yung buong crowd kasi nga ang dami nila. There is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good are these for so many? Jesus said, "Have the people recline," which is around 5,000. Then he gave thanks and distributed them. They ate and merong 12 baskets of leftover. Nung narinig ko yung story na to when I was a kid, super amazed ako kasi how can 5 barley loaves and 2 fish be enough for 5,000 people? But now that I'm in my early 20s, I'm also like that servant in the first reading na nagtataka, how can 20 loaves be enough for 100 people? From being amazed to a ratio of 7 is to 5,000, now I'm kind of doubting 1 is to 5. The obvious lesson for this passage is give what you have to God and then He'll turn it into something more. But today, God is telling another truth, to give it to God and watch. I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting frustrated and anxious lately because I wanted to control the things that are on my plate. But I'm forgetting that it's not just me who walks in this life, but it's me and Jesus walking together through this life. And just like how he made the people recline and then watch him pray and give thanks and distributed the bread, Jesus is also asking us today to give what we have and to watch how he works. Because this life is not a solo life, a solo travel, but a partnership with God. I remember what Father Misael said, if you're gonna look for partners, partner with God. He wants you. And this life is not just about serving God or loving God or living for God, but it's also about serving with God, loving with God, and living with God.